So till sixth verse, moksha is over. The moksha part is over. 1 and 2.5 verses explained about the samsara. And the half part of the third verse explained about how to cut and give away this samsara for moksha. So also the next last 3 verses completed about moksha. But now from the 7th verse onwards, Brahman, the form of everything, it is the eternal form which is pervaded in every part of the universe. Let's see with an example. And the examples which are highly quoted and all the Swamijis quoted is the wood. When you see a wooden chair or wooden table, a mature mind will see the wood in it. Okay? If you see a pot, a mature mind, amudaha, a wise person will see the clay in it. And when you see the golden bangles, you know it is made up of gold. So, karya karana sambandha. So the universe is made by God himself or Brahman. So the karana is God and karya is us, all of us, the beings and non-living beings. So the bangles is made up of gold. We don't have to even think twice that it's gold in it. So similarly, if God has made me, you don't have to have a second thought that I am not God, because every one of us are potential God only due to ignorance, due to non-understanding, we forget that we were the God. Now take one more example. Now reflection. Let us study a little bit physics here. What we can learn from reflection, that the person who is having the torch is the original source.
Sir, it's like the sun, moon and the earth.
Correct. So the reflective media here is the mirror holded by the girl and through her the receiver. So just remember this three combination: original source, reflective media, the mirror, and receiver. Now same way as she said sun, here the mirror is used, but moon also can be done. In a dark room, it will be light. So original is the sun, the mirror is the reflective media, and the receiver is the dark room. Now, original is God. God has made everything. So, what I was trying to tell you, when God has made everything, what the human mind is just the mirror for it. And the entire world around him is the receiver. So, if you believe that God has made you, you would definitely believe and start understanding that everything is created by you. See, once again, I will tell you, the source is God. And the mind which we have with the five senses is the reflection of God himself. So whatever is in our mind, we start seeing it. So why don't we see only things which we want to see? So why don't we be positive? Why don't we always think right things, dharmic things? Then the world around us also will be what we want to. So reflect on this, what I said today. The source is God. Our mind with five senses is the reflective medium, and the receiver in this world, which is darker for us. If there is no sunlight, we can't see. Similarly, if there is no God, our five sense organs.
Sir, if there is no sunlight, because there's no sunlight, then there will be no moon, and because of the no moon, there will be full darkness.
Exactly. Similarly,
even in the night,
also
it'll be like a amavasya every day.
Exactly. So, children, when you start understanding Veda completely, it will be every day Purnima. No Amavasya will be there. Okay? So, when every day will be Purnima, every day it will be good for you, then that's what is moksha. Moksha is not like getting enlightened and started walking in the water, or there is a big halo around you. That is not moksha purusha. It is moksha means understanding about your higher self. That God has made me means I am, every part of me is God alone. So I don't have to worry about anything if I do my duties, what is given to me perfectly. So original consciousness, it is called God, Brahman. Reflective media is the five senses with the mind, and the reflective consciousness is through this media we see the entire world. Please remember this because it is useful for the next understanding. Someone asked me what happens after death, and they don't like to have death in the near and dear ones. Now see, if you understand that we are the God, does God have a death? No. When we are the creator, we will not have any death because time and space is limited to human beings or the jivas. But for God, there is no beginning and no end. We will try to understand with this example. Now
Sir,
you
so,
must,
sir, oh wait, I'll ask it at the end.
yeah. So I will just example, just when a slow motion camera is used and there is a small disturbance by maybe you drop one water from above, what happens is this small droplets will come up and they can form different shape like a man, a woman, or some umbrella, or maybe I see this is a peacock. So what it means is the yoga maya will show different forms and shapes and different adjectives to it. But basically, after the all the Brahmanda is over, what will happen? It will all dissolve back into the water. So what started from Brahman, the water, it formed different jivas, jiva lokas, and back it went into Brahman. So this is what the source is. Original source is like here water. Different forms came out of it because of Maya, Yoga Maya, that disturbance, and finally it settled down into water. But no one can find when is the end of it and when is the beginning of it. So Anadi Anantatvam, that is Brahman. One more. So one mind, whenever someone is angry or someone mother will say mind yourself, or some friends are talking harshly, you will say mind yourself. Now that same thing can be used here. Mind, the self means what? The five sense organ controlled by your good mind. That is mind yourself. So if you can control all the five organs and turn it towards your higher self, that is what I want to tell you. You will understand what is the Brahman in you. It's very difficult, I know. That's why I told today's class is for me also to explain you is not that easy. But over a period of time, through you only, like today Vidhi said, Chinmay very beautifully explained us what is God, how to achieve it. One by one, I will give you chances. You yourself will explain me and all the other kids, and one day we will be 100% sure that who is God, where is God, how to see God.